since my last video. Um, I've really just been very quiet and really paying attention as well to what's going on. There is a lot that is taking place. It's amazing to see. I haven't really been receiving dreams here lately. My dreams have more so been uh, kind of like on a personal level, but I hadn't really just received any dreams since the last video that I uploaded. Um, and that's pretty much why I haven't shared a dream. It's because I haven't had anything that I believe was relevant to um, anything that's going on right now as um, we look at current events that's taking place, um, how Bible prophecy is being fulfilled in times. Um, I just hadn't been receiving anything like that. But like I said, my dreams more so have been on a personal level. With that being said, I just wanted to come with a video just so you guys know that everything is good on this end. Like I said, I've just been very quiet, just really been paying attention to what's going on. Um, as you can see, I have a picture of the four blood moons, and we have just um, witnessed the second blood moon, which occurred on October 8th of this year. What's very interesting to me is how events are literally manifesting on a um, on a I mean, it's just happening so fast. I mean, it's just one event after the next. It's almost hard to keep up with all this stuff that's going on. It's wild. Um, but when you look at all the events that took place during Passover, when the first blood moon occurred, oh my gosh, like it just seemed like there was just so much that we were seeing take place. Um, we saw the rise of ISIS during this time. We saw how things were just on a wider scale as it related to the different nations that were coming against Israel. There was we had the 7 week war that was between Israel and Hamas during that first blood moon. Um, we were still seeing different situations taking place as it relates to different signs that were occurring in the earth with the Hosea prophecy, water still turning blood red, um, just just things that you would think people would pay attention to that would cause them to ask questions. Um, it just amazes me that people are just so blinded to the times that we're in. But now that we are in the second phase of this blood moon, I I feel very disturbed in my spirit because we're seeing a lot occur. Let me start out by saying that when I look at this particular dream, um, I'm pulling up a video that I did. Um, I thought it was on here. It was a dream that I had. Oh, here we go. Sorry. This dream right here, dream about a chemical weapon being unleashed. I had this dream on July 9th. And basically, the dream was showing some type of I knew it was some type of biochemical weapon that was unleashed, and I could remember seeing people wearing masks. I remember I had a mask on my face. I was trying to help people. I was trying to attend to them, but it was so many. You also had a lot of people that were panicking. Um, and I remember trying to give people medicine. It was like in these little bottles. Um, it was crazy. I mean, and the thing is, as you can see, I uploaded this dream on July 9th of this year. And here it is, the Ebola virus began to spread like wildfire in Africa in September, 2 months later after the dream. And when we started hearing this about the Ebola that was just spreading in Africa, it just seemed like it happened overnight. Now, yes, we know that Ebola is not a new disease, it's not a new virus. But the thing is, it's the way it just came out of nowhere. And it just, I don't know how you want to put it, but it just seemed like it just unleashed, and it didn't hold back. And you have thousands of people in Africa that are dead because of this disease. Now, I want to share this with you guys because I thought this was interesting too, and I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of this. But look at the date. This is from the White House, and it's executive orders that I pulled up from the WhiteHouse.gov site. Executive orders that were passed this year from Obama. When you look at this date, it says July 31st, 2014. The executive order is a revised list of quarantainable communicable diseases. Basically, within this executive order, um, if you are showing signs of any type of acute respiratory issues and it is associated with a fever or any signs or symptoms of any type of respiratory illness, they have the right to quarantine you, to maybe quarantine is not the right word, but quarantine you. What is very interesting to me is this executive order was passed July 31st. Now, mind you, I had that dream on July the 9th. And here it is, there's an executive order passed at the end of July regarding some type of illness that could cause a high fever or any type of symptoms, or if they even suspect that you have some type of disease, they can quarantine you. And here it is, this was passed at the end of July, and this Ebola virus didn't really just take off until the month of September. Makes you question what's really going on here. Why was this already set in place before the Ebola virus took off? Okay, Obama a few days ago is now saying that if anyone suspects that there is a person who has Ebola, they can now send SWAT to you. I'm gonna play a little bit of this.
What I directed the CDC to do is that as soon as somebody is diagnosed with Ebola, we want a rapid response team, a SWAT team, essentially from the CDC, to be on the ground as quickly as possible, hopefully within 24 hours, so that they are taking the local hospital step by step through exactly what needs to be done and making sure that all the protocols are properly observed, that the use of protective equipment is done effectively, that the disposal of that protective equipment is done properly. The key thing to understand about this disease is that these protocols work. We know that because they've been used for decades now.
Okay, the protocols work, you guys. That's why we had the nurse that contracted the Ebola virus from the guy in Dallas, Texas, who followed protocol, who had the proper uh, garments on that she was told she needed to wear to protect herself, following protocol, and yet she still contracted the Ebola virus. And this right here is very disturbing, that it would get to a point where they can now send a SWAT team to your door, even if they suspect that you have Ebola. Because remember, this executive order says if you are showing symptoms of any respiratory illness that's associated with fever, they can quarantine you. Even if they don't know 100% you have Ebola. I saw this too, I wanted to share. Ebola alert. 3 people in Ohio under quarantine. 153 being monitored after Amber Vincent's visit. Amber Vincent is the second nurse that's been that has been contracted with the Ebola virus. This is the article. You can basically Google this, but it's saying 3 people in Ohio is under quarantine. I believe one of those people is her mother, Amber Vincent's mother. But you have 153 that's being monitored. Are you serious? And I was listening to the news earlier today. Not mainstream. It's certain YouTube channels I check out, and they were mentioning that they believe that there is something going on in Oregon that mainstream media has not touched on. That there are possible cases of people or a person that has Ebola. So you guys, this is not being talked about because they don't want people to think that this is becoming a serious issue in our country. They're trying to minimize it, for one, to eliminate any type of panic, and 2, they don't want you to think that this disease is as serious as it really is. Okay? Another thing that I learned is there is another virus called the Marburg virus that is also becoming a threat, and it has killed people as well. And they're saying that this virus is very similar to the Ebola virus. It says the Ebola virus and the Marburg virus are related viruses that cause hemorrhagic fevers, I may not have pronounced that correctly, but don't hold that against me. But they are very similar, and they both cause fevers. They are both illnesses marked by severe bleeding, hemorrhage, organ failure, and in many cases, death. Both viruses are native to Africa, and it says that um, it was something else I wanted to. Okay, you see the symptoms. It says signs and symptoms typically begin abruptly within 5 to 10 days of infection with Ebola or the Marburg virus. Both signs and symptoms include fever, severe headache, joint and muscle aches, chills, weakness, and over time, symptoms can become increasingly severe and may include nausea and vomiting, diarrhea, red eyes, raised rash, chest pain and cough, severe weight loss, bleeding, internal bleeding. And so we're seeing two diseases that are literally similar in every way that has been unleashed in the planet. And I cannot I cannot understand why people still do not see that this is what Jesus was telling us. He said that one of the ways you will know that my arrival is soon is you will see diseases, you will see pestilences. Okay? These are pestilences that is in the earth and it's killing thousands of people, and people are not waking up to this reality that we are living in the end times. And I just it bothers me because I understand what the media is doing. The media is trying to, they're trying to touch on the issue because they know they have to say something. But they don't want to alert the masses because some will begin to pay attention to what these end time preachers, these watchmen, these people that, are trying to sound the alarm. They may begin to start paying attention to what these guys are saying, to what we're trying to say. They may begin to start ask questions. And see, the thing is, the world that we live in is a matrix. It's a matrix. It is an illusion. It is an idea of what they have programmed many people into believing about what is reality. They live in a false reality, and they are spoon fed a false vision of what this world wants people to believe. And people are buying into it. People are dumbfounded. They are zombified because they are plugged into this matrix. And you have people like us that are trying to warn. We're trying to sound the alarm. We're trying to wake people up and get them to unplug themselves so that they can see that this is a false reality that they're living. And we're trying to introduce them to the actual reality of where we are. And on this spiritual clock that we're going by, it's showing in every way. There are signs in everything if we pay attention. Signs are everywhere. God is showing us in everything that his son, Jesus Christ, is on his way. He's coming back. And it is so clear. When your eyes are open, it is so clear that he is soon to come. He is so close. And I know you guys, I know a lot of you guys understand what I'm saying. And I just want to encourage you guys, don't fear. Do not fear these pestilences that are coming on the earth. Look at the children of Israel. When God sent Moses to Egypt to get his people, he sent plagues upon Egypt because Pharaoh did not want to let his people go. And every plague that was sent on the land of Egypt, it did not touch the children of Israel. It did not touch them. They were not affected. They were not harmed. They did not suffer the from the plagues that were placed in that place, in that land. They were not affected by it because God protected them. He covered them because he know who his people are. He know who his people are, you guys. And we have to be confident in the fact that we belong to God. We are his people. We are his children. And he is very capable of protecting his own. We really need to pay attention to what's going on. We really need to pay attention to the signs that are all around us. I could share so much, but this video would be extremely long. And I know you guys see it. You got the woman in the Texas, the mayor in Texas. What's her name? Anissa Parker, I think that's her name. How she is now trying to subpoena pastors, subpoena their messages. And now they're trying to change it and say, well, now they're trying to get their hands on transcripts of pastors' sermons. Why? Because they're trying to control what is coming from the mouths of pastors who are preaching against homosexuality. We see that's an agenda that's being pushed tremendously. And it's all because of the fact that it's just a slap in the face, another slap in the face. But didn't the Bible say that just like in the days of Lot, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be? See, all these things, even though we're disturbed by it and we're righteously, angered by the fact that, this is what is going on, it has to happen. All of this, all of the wickedness and the evil and the twisted stuff that is taking place in everything, in everywhere, everything is being corrupted. All this deception, all this darkness, all of this has to happen. Why? Because it's how everything has to play out. We are living in a time when Things are coming to a head, and it has to, because Jesus is coming back. And he said that there will be nations that will be rising against other nations. Don't we see that, you guys? Kingdom against kingdoms. Great earthquakes in diverse places. Pestilences, famines. Don't we see that, you guys? Signs in the sun, in the moon, in the stars. Signs in the heavens and the earth. We see all of this. And it's not stopping, it's increasing quickly, faster. The technology is here. Everything is lining up. Even when you think of the mark of the beast, how that's going to be implemented, all of that is here. The rise of the beast, spoken of in Revelations, I believe, chapter 13. The beast is rising. The new world order, the new system, the new way of being, the whole agenda that goes back from Genesis with Nimrod. Ecclesiastes said nothing is new under the sun. This is something that they have been trying to do for centuries. And now we are the chosen generation to experience the final stages. We were chosen for such a time as this. And yeah, there's a lot of scary stuff going on around us. But you know what? God chose for you and me to be in this earth at this precise time because he knew what we were capable of. He could have easily chose us in a previous generation, but he chose this one. And I just want to tell you guys, keep watching. Keep paying attention. Keep listening. I know there can be a lot to take in. I understand. It is a lot to take in. Because there's a lot going on around us. A whole lot. Like I said, I can't even talk to you guys about everything. But I'm just encouraging you all to keep listening. Keep watching. I want to read this to you as encouragement. I encourage you all to continue to read this as your strength, as your comfort. Psalms chapter 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. What beautiful words God has spoken to us. We've come this far, you guys. Can we not trust him in this too? Can we not hold him to his promise, to his words that he just spoke to us? Because he has spoken, you guys. He placed this right here for such a time as this, to give us encouragement, to let us know that he has not forsaken us, because he protects his home. He loves us. I love you guys. If you all haven't come to my Facebook channel, please do so, because a lot of times if you're not hearing from me on here, I do post a lot of things that I'm checking out that I feel is very relevant to what is going on, what I feel we really need to be paying attention to. I share different things on my Facebook page, which is Kingdom Living 771 Ministries. I really want you guys to just stay in faith. I'm gonna see if I can. Let's see. I think I have. Yeah, if you just go on my YouTube channel. Let's see. Okay, right here on my YouTube channel, if you click Facebook, well, sorry. Okay, there you go. It's Kingdom Living Ministries 771. So, this just gives you an idea, some of the stuff that I've been, you know, just check it out. Like I said, I share different things that I find is important, things I find is encouraging, things I find is very relevant. But like I said, you can definitely get here just by clicking on the Facebook link on my YouTube channel. So, you guys, please um, just continue to seek God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And I promise you, you know, I know it seems very, um, it's getting very trying. Believe me, I'm experiencing attacks on every end. And so I know it gets hard at times, and I know at times you get tired. I understand. But like I always tell you guys, you are not alone. It may feel like you're alone, but you're not alone. Okay? And I just want you guys to know that I will continue to lift you all up in prayer, praying for our strength, for courage, and just for God to just continue to use us. And just continue to just repent daily, you know. Just let God know whatever it is you're dealing with, whatever you're wrestling with, whatever you're struggling with. Just always give it to him. Don't hold that. Don't keep that in, because he wants it. He wants all of that from us. You know, we're not perfect. We make mistakes. We err. But we just need to always make sure we're keeping it 100 with God at all times. He wants our hearts. He wants our honesty. He wants that deep place within us that nobody can touch, only him. That's the part he wants. He wants you, all of you, all of you. And so I know this video has gotten long, but it's been a long time since I've talked to you guys. So I hope you guys are patient with me on this video. But everything that is being said needed to be said. And if I receive any dreams, you know I will upload a video. But if I don't receive anything, then you'll know why I haven't posted. I don't just share random dreams. I only share dreams that I truly feel is relevant and needs to be shared. So, as always, continue to look up, you guys, because our redemption is drawing nigh. I love you all. God bless.